Hello, 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 and welcome back to the 3 Up Moon live stream, everybody. It is Sunday, March 5th. Happy Sunday. Yes, the 33 and a third birthday stream has become 3 streams. It became a birthday weekend because we planned on playing 3 retro threequels to celebrate my 33 and a third birthday. But the games I picked, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Super Mario Advance 4, which is Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Game Boy Advance, and today's game, Donkey Kong Country 3, have a lot more going for them than I gave them credit for, I guess, planning this. So we ended up touching upon a whole bunch of just extra content. There was a lot more content than I anticipated. So why not, you know? If you can stretch it out to a full weekend. I want to give each one of these games a full shot. I mean, we beat Sonic 3, just the Sonic 3 sections of the levels, and we beat Super Mario Bros. 3 yesterday. So let's see if we can try for a DKC3 completion here. We've done it before on stream. We've also beat Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2. And I was prepping last night by listening to the soundtrack to Donkey Kong Country 3. Of course, we're listening to a curated playlist that I made just for these streams this weekend. And this is a series of different stage 3s or level 3s from different games. Now stick around, it won't be too long. We'll be diving into Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble, up next. Also, let me know if I need to adjust the volume at all. I've adjusted some of the audio sources, so I just want to make sure everything's sounding nice and balanced. And thank you to the recent subscribers on YouTube. I really appreciate it. Thank you to Dusty Corpse 85, LJL Chess, Cal, Son of L, and Silent Twitch for the recent follows. Thank you to Agent Frowny and Midori Skies for the recent raids, and to Floppy Bagels for the recent subscription. Here's a good question for the day, for the people watching on YouTube after the fact. Feel free to leave a comment or an answer to this question as a comment, or a question of the day for people watching live. If you had to pick a favorite threequel, we all know my answer. If you had to pick a favorite threequel, in the form of anything, a movie, a video game, even a book, what's your favorite? Many good ones to pick out there, or to pick from. Obviously, it's Mario 3 for me. I could pick a least favorite threequel. It's Back to the Future Part 3. It turns out that where they were going in Part 3 as well, they also didn't need roads. That might even be the most lackluster finish to a series, in my opinion. But there's some really good ones. I've been really enjoying Contra 3 Alien Wars more recently now than when I was a kid growing up, and I feel like that's such a solid game. Hey, it looks like someone's trying to advertise something in the channel. I want to offer a promotion of your channel. That's okay. It's growing at its own rate. Viewers, that's alright. If people want to come and watch me, that's fine. They'll pop in, pop out. Nobody's beholden to anything. Followers, if people like me enough and they want to follow, then they can absolutely follow. You can get me views, well, that's the same thing as viewers. And chatbots, I'm not interested in that. I like to communicate and connect to human beings, so I'm probably going to say no to that. I'm not interested in your competitor, so I'm probably going to just do an instant ban. It's just not, sorry. Would have given you a chance, but not happening. Bye-bye. Alright, everyone, you should be able to see me, and you should be able to hear me. No, how about like that? Should be able to see the Meowth. You should be able to see the game. And you'll hear it. Alright, let's go. Excellent soundtrack. Hopefully it's all nice and balanced, and you can hear a decent amount of the music. This is just too dang good. I love the old school VHS cassette tape hype. It's really nice. Just a fun nod. My headphones are kind of wonky, so if the audio starts to cut out at all or crackle at all, please let me know. It's in French. Interesting. We have to do the third save slot, that's just the way to go. You're always impressed that Kong's had a 3-tape loader. I mean, who did they build that out of coconuts? Where are they? How'd they get this? Three cassette loader. That's pricey. Hello there, it's me, Mrs. Wrinklycong. I found life too hectic at school with all those naughty Kremlings pestering me all the time. If you need to save your game, Dixie, call here anytime, and I'll record your progress on my new VidMeWhatsit machine for you. You mean a VCR? It was new at the time. Oh, I like that. I like in a collectathon the ability to track what we're collecting. You can make anything from coconuts, at least if everything I've learned from the professor on Gilligan's Island is correct. Remember that episode where they all made jet skis out of coconuts? Hello there, young Dixie. My name's Bazaar, and this is my general store. All my brothers are scattered over these islands. Pop in and say hello if you meet them on your travels. Where's the shell from? This shell was found at the bottom of Lake Orangatanga and is pretty rare. At 5 bear coins, it's a bargain. You gotta be joking. Is that a mirror? Yes, but it's no ordinary one, though. It was Cranky's great-grandfather's. Yo, are we talking about... Okay, if we figured out that Cranky is Donkey Kong's grandfather, and that Donkey Kong Jr. is Cranky's son, meaning DK Jr. is Donkey Kong's father, and Cranky is the original Donkey Kong from a Donkey Kong arcade that took on Jumpman, then we're talking this mirror belonged to Cranky's great-grandfather, who would be DK Jr.'s great-great-grandfather, who would be Donkey Kong's great-great-great-grandfather. Cool? I don't have any coins, but that is one big Kong family tree. I always like that you could explore the overworld, like in the water at least. This is kind of just a fun little addition. And the music's great. Yo, Dixie, what's happening? Attack to town. Meet Kitty Kong. Chicka-choo-ta. They had some really nice things before the whole stealing princess era. Cranky was a real blemish on the Kong family line. Did you know that Cranky's great-great-grandfather built Cranky's cabin? Coconut by coconut? Someone should make a mod where you can race using this. Create water tracks and just make your own racing game using just the world map. Okay, I guess we have to do Lake Orangatanga first. It's the first world. Lakeside Limbo. So, you can do stuff like this. You can throw Kiddy Kong, and if you throw Kiddy Kong and you also have the elephant animal buddy, Ellie the elephant, you throw him against a wall, he'll bounce back and continue to roll. You can actually bounce or balance on Kiddy Kong. So Dixie's on the elephant, and then the elephant will balance on the rolling Kiddy Kong. It's a fun little bit of tech that you can do. It's not like gonna help you beat the level necessarily. But I guess it's similar to yesterday when we were talking about the Raccoon Mario flutter, like the float attack, mixed with the forward somersault jumping animation whenever you get a Starman. So if you are Raccoon Mario and you get a Starman, then you can kind of do this sort of screw attack technique from Super Mario Bros. 3. Nice. I remember that from when I was a kid, getting the 2 coins on the roof. This was also really cool. As the first level, like, this is pretty decent, all things considered. And it kind of gives off this air that the kids are just playing around, you know? They're not really taking their whole quest to find DK and Diddy that seriously. And it does kind of work as a good sandbox level as well. There we go. Okay, well maybe let's... I don't want to do that. Yes, that's what I want. I want them both. Okay, so this is this is what I was talking about. Let's see if we can do it. Wait, no, hold on. Okay, let's do this. See if we can get it working. Nope. if we just do it really close. Anyways, there's some way to do it where you can keep going with the elephant. Let's try here. Well, you know, you get the picture. I can't pull it off. Or can I? Oh. Oh. I tried. Yes, that's right. We got ourselves a 3-up balloon, folks. That's our first 3-up moment in the stream. So if you're one of our followers or one of our subscribers, drop a balloon emote, drop a 3-up, drop whatever you want. Good way to start with the first level, I would say. Love this level. One of my favorites. And the music is 100% a reference to Fever by Ray Charles, Nina Simone. She gives me fever. Through the night. She gets the fever. Fever! It's about as blatant as the use of Johnny B. Good in Earthbound. Bananas. Sneaking by. Hell yeah. Oh, that one's pointless. These robotic bees always made me think of Sonic enemies. They just look like something Dr. Robotnik would have created. Right? They're very Sonic vibe. At least in my opinion. What? Oh, okay. I was like, what happened there? What? Get out of here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, okay. Hold on a second here. Nice. Okay, we got 1-1 up there. Hold on. Okay, so two ups. But very fun level. Like, just overall, for the first 2 levels, I think they're like really refined, really well designed. They give you a sense of, the first one's a little bit of like a playground in a way. It's like a sandbox exploration level to get used to the Kongs and how they work. A couple of secrets sprinkled here and there, which we missed a few. And then this one is sort of like a better refined version of those on and off switch levels from DKC2. In my opinion, I think the flow is really fun, and it still remains one of my favorite styles of levels, or favorite levels in this game. I'm just gonna take 1 second. I'll be right back, and we'll continue on to the 3rd level. Oh no! Also, doorstop dash. It sounds like something you can order from in the Kong world. If you need to order food and have it delivered to your house. Why don't you just doorstop dash it? DK, don't even worry about it. You don't have enough bananas in your hoard. I know there's this one place. They do doorstop dash. They'll bring all the bananas back to your hoard. You won't even have to worry about it. Straight up delivery, easy. Check it out. Save 20% on your first order. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for your patience. Just got a top up of coffee and some food. Am I going to bring this file to 103%? I think I'd have to go back, right? Would I have to go back and get the bonus barrels in the previous levels? We got the DK coin. If I knew what to do the 103%, I'd give it a shot. Well, this game goes to 105%. I know Stegosaurus McCartney, if he was watching, that he's beat this game 100%, or like 103%, or whatever the max is. He's mentioned that to me before. You've done it, but it's been a while. How do I get down here? You've completed all the Donkey Kong Country games except Returns. You're waiting on a non-motion control port of that. Is there a non-motion control port? I thought there was. How do I get back there? You know what I mean? Like, how do we get to that that bonus barrel? Okay, I'm officially fully back. But yeah, I think I'm kind of lost. Which is pretty funny. What? Come on. That's just annoying now. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yo-ho, welcome in. Throw them upward. I did earlier before we died. See? Doesn't do anything, you just auto catch. Which is very strange. I can't move when he's in the air. Like I can't move. Stepping back and launching diagonally. Maybe that's what we gotta do. Gotta jump and do it. Oh, that's so dumb. Super not intuitive at all. See that? I'm gonna do that here. There we go. That's just stupid as hell. Very different than Donkey Kong Country 2. I much prefer the, like, you know, being able to just slam the ground with your hands. Banana Slammer! Also, welcome in, Zombie Paper. Do I know what else is annoying? Me! Okay, but how do you get here? Is there another crack? Another crack at it? Nope. We can just do this. Uh-oh. Grab 15 bananas. Are these B5E 65 61D? Not 65D. No, they're not. This is not the right color. Oh. You can also skip across the water if you roll right with him, but you can't get it consistent. It can be amazing to watch done. Yeah, I feel like this thing I was talking about earlier, where we throw him and then get on him, is definitely doable. But I just don't know what I'm doing. Another 3 up. Hell yeah. Baby. And we can afford one of those items now. We got 5 bear coins. Quick question though, did that complete the level for us? Yes. Because we have an exclamation mark? Is that the thing that tells us we beat the level? Because it wasn't there before. Oh shit, it's 50 coins for the mirror? It's a deal. I hope you're very happy together. Okay, cool. What'll it be? So who owns the castle? Well, I ventured up there once, but if you want to know what I discovered, it'll cost you 2 coins. Okay. You remember this game was heavily advertised but kind of disappointing. You particularly remember this being advertised at Incredible Universe. Okay, I'm assuming that the exclamation mark means we cleared it, so we gotta come back here and make sure we get everything. I know a few spots that we missed. But yeah, this is, I was saying before you enter the stream, Zombie, that this is one of my favorite levels just in general. I feel like it's like a refined version of some of those on and off switch levels from Donkey Kong Country 2. But definitely, I like this game. It's got a lot of charm. I love the music. But I still do prefer 2 and 1. Incredible Universe was the name of a chain of American consumer electronics stores in the early to mid-90s. A typical Incredible Universe was 185,000 square feet, holy crap, of sales floor and warehouse, stocking around 85,000 items. Did they mostly sell video games, or was it like just kind of like variety of stuff? Every time, Edorama says, every time I find out about a Game Boy Advance port of a Super Nintendo title, it has amazing changes. This game was given another world. Oh, they did an entire extra world on Game Boy Advance? I knew there was extra music for all the Game Boy Advance ports, and that they redesigned the world maps, but not too much, like they just presented the world map in a different way, but I did not know. And I knew that the extra music was stuff that was left out of the original Super Nintendo games, the new compositions, but I did not know there was an extra world. Oh, shoot. You'd say that Incredible Universe had a bit of everything. Nice. A bit of that. Eh? A bit of balloons, a bit of extra lives. You remember playing Super Mario 64 at a kiosk, and they had a kiosk of a Sega Saturn game called Guardian Heroes. So that's really neat, actually. I remember playing the Super Mario 64, Wave Race 64, and Mario Kart 64 combo kiosk in our local YMCA. There's like a pool room, not where the pool was, but literally billiards and pool. And they had that kiosk there. And I've mentioned this before, but every time I play the water levels of those games, or every time I play Wave Race, I always kind of get that nostalgic scent memory of being at the pool. It's pretty funny. It took maybe 20 years for you to find out that it was Guardian Heroes, and it was after King of APOC played it. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, those kiosks are pretty interesting. Some of them, the ones that I played, were timed, so your gameplay was completely timed. You had a time limit, so you could only get so far. But it was kind of fun because you had to kind of, especially in Mario 64, I tried to come up with interesting ways to kind of beat the clock, race the clock. But that's really cool to find out that this game has an entire extra world. Oh, can we just keep farming this? Hell yeah. Why wouldn't we? Like, oh, never mind. Too fast. Too fast, too furious. Dunk 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 ding ding dunk 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 bunk binga bunk bunk. She gives me fever. Fever all through the night. Three thras, three threes. With a fully AI generated three Thrather. Returning for the third time ever. Oh, I love Three Thrather. It's my favorite. You're not allowed in the movie. You've been banned. Wait, what? In a future where if you hate the actor or dislike the actor in the movie you're watching, you're not allowed to watch it. This Thanksgiving. You beefed it. You beefed it. Which way did we go last time? I think we did go this way. We just kept going. So I feel like that is the right way. Okay. Yes. So it's not just the design of the enemy that feels like Sonic. I feel like this is like a type of stage that you would see in a Sonic game. Oh. So that's actually 2 up so far. 2 extra lives so far. And there's our third. So that's another 3-up moment right there. Kiddy Kong does not really remind you of Sonic. No. Not at all. There's our third 3-up moment there. But no, Kiddy Kong doesn't remind me of Sonic, but just the idea that you have to jump from those kind of hanging switch platforms that you like grab onto it, and then even just the ease in how you kind of like when you, as soon as you grab it, it kind of like almost like it has hydraulics. It like lets you down slowly. I think that's pretty neat. Yeah, there we go. We got an exclamation mark. So that is the sign that we're progressing. So let's see if we can try and do that in every level. I mean, better to start now because we're right at the beginning, so. Kiddy Kong's exactly like Sonic, way past cool. Mondo chili dogs. Mondo chili bananas. It's just a chili dog, but instead of a hot dog, it's a banana, but you still put chili on it. It's just disgusting. Oh, great Barnacles Island. Look at this guy. I can relate. I resonate. He's got a little pipe. He's got a little bird friend, a hat, bushy white eyebrows. What a beautiful shell. It's just what I need to finish off my collection. Say, kitty, would you swap that shell for my bird? For a banana bird? Hell yeah. You would. That's great. Here's the bird. Please take good care of him. Yo. Banana Boyd. Alright, I don't know what those birds do, but when we saved at Wrinkly Save Cave, it was counting them. Yeah, let's do it again, just for fun. Not for fun, but for, like, you know. Posterity. We've got 1 DK coin, you've got 4 of those bonus coins. 3 bear coins. We got the shell, which I guess this is like a list of different items, key items. That's cool. The banana bird just hangs out with Brinkley. Blah, 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 blah. I have no idea, but I'm sure there are secrets in the water. Something. The game makes me want to check at least. I think someone was modding this and making this entire world traversable like this, like fully open world. Like this whole world map was modded. Someone made a mod where you could just kind of walk around it and go to any level you want. Whoa. Smuggler's Cove. I had a feeling there'd be a secret there. That was cool. Ah, yes, Simon Says. Let's try that again. Banana bird. It's different every time. That's cute. Kitty is 100% Sonic. Blue, Doofy, rolls. Check out my new recipe for my blue Doofy rolls. It's like a pastry with blueberries and blue food coloring. I'd eat them. I'd eat blueberry pastries. I just picture cinnamon rolls, but instead of cinnamon raisin, it's just blueberry. And you've got like lemon zest or lime zest in there. You want another blue Doofy? You say as you've got a cigarette half burned away, sticking out of your mouth. You want another blue Doofy? I'll pop one in the microwave. Luigi. Okay. About to roll up some blue Doofy. You hoofing that chacho? I'm gonna hoof some chacho. Muchacho. You looking to court the cosmic jester? It's always a different word for it. Look at this. Speaking of jesters, this is probably one of the creepiest enemies in any of the Donkey Kong games. Like, look at this. Clownfish. No. No. Like, just taken too literally. It's terrifying. If you look at its official artwork, too, it's real nightmare-inducing. You hooching that chatty? Right? Like, no thanks. Clownfish, no thanks. What I do appreciate, I've always liked about this game, is that the levels, there's a lot of like similar looking levels. Like, yeah, there's a lot that have this like bottom water section and like piers and stuff, but they change the color palettes a lot to really just add to the atmosphere. It's nice. Oh. You know what? I've never jumped into the water with a barrel before, to be honest. Needs to be smaller for that microfiche, absolutely. It's so many good-looking fish models in the first two games, then this game gets nightmare fish. I'm not sure why, too, because funnily enough, the other ones are like more kid-friendly, like visually. And I feel like this game, like everything else about this game, is pretty like aimed at younger kids, I would say, in comparison to the first two. Oh, on guard. Hello, old friend. No clowning around. You jumping in the water with that barrel? You about to jump in the water with that barrel? If you know what I mean. Oh, it would be really cool if you could jump with swordfish. You gotta want a water barrel before you got a water barrel, right? Huh? You gotta water a barrel before you water a barrel. You gotta want a water barrel before you want a water barrel. Oh, them clowns. Like dolphins. A monkey like a dolphin. Looks like we're coming up on a bug here. I think I found a bug in Donkey Kong Country 3 after all these years. Right here. See? There's two. Look at that. They just left these things in the game and shipped this to market. Are you kidding me? It's a professional game? Give me a break. There's two bugs right in plain sight. It's very obvious that they're right there. Wow. Whoever tested this. Gotta test themselves. Yeah, we missed an N, and I think we missed a bonus barrel. It's okay. We can come back. Cog. Koji. It's the Koji. We don't need the N. Oh. There was definitely a section that we missed. You know what, we might as well just try and get all the bananas. There's no sense in not. But what you have to understand is their song went dun 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 dun, and my song went dun 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 dun. I don't know what that's from, but Interesting. No. Not what I wanted. Ah. It's a quote from Vanilla Ice, trying to say that Ice Ice Baby is distinctly legal and legally distinct from Under Pressure. Oh, I see. Oh, he done added another done. I got you. He done went and had another done there. Don't. I have not seen it. Oh, it did remember our DK coin. That's nice. Doesn't make us have to do it again. I just think we all just understood that he stole and sampled the song. But I guess we all understood that, except for Vanilla Ice. Oh! Who you clowning? Who you clowning? That was the underwater handoff. Oh. Oh, that was dumb. I listened to both songs in the Duns, and this bass line sounds like both. We're gonna exploit these bugs. Oh, how do you get up there? Dang. He breaks down the dings. Yo, his actual last name's Van Winkle. Rip. Rip Van Winkle. Isn't the best like stage name ever Rip Torn? Isn't that the coolest fucking name ever? Damn. Rest in peace. It's a cool ass name. Oh. Whoa. The pro Dixie strats. No. What? Oh. So close. Oh. Hell yeah. Ba-doop-beep. Ba-doop-ba-doop-boop. Ba-doop-ba-doop-boop-ba-doop-ba-doop. Look at him, he's like, you did it! You did it! Cheerleader. Okay, we got it. Title treble. Exclamation mark. Nice. Dum. 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 Bim, 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 bim. Skid is row. Love the music in this game. God damn it. God blum it. Is that the color I think it is in that scarf? I think it might be. Anyone in there? Nope. I appreciate that the Kremlings are having a much harder time on the ice than we are. Yeah, as soon as I fall. Did you see that? It looks like it's a lot more slippery for the enemies than it is for us, which is kind of nice. Just got ourselves a 1-up there. With 100 nanners. Oh. 3 pixels away. Wow. Why does it not let me switch? Had to play as Sonic for that round. It was way too hard to play as Tails. Okay, let's switch to Tails so we can fly again. There we go. I mean, is Funky Kong Knuckles in that in that regard? 3 seconds to spare, 3 bonus coins until we get to 10. 3 bear coins until we get to 10. Come on, Tails. Miles, Diddy Tails. Oh wait, Miles Dixie Tails. Prower. Kong. That's my coin. 'Cause that's my coin. I really love the snow levels, not ice because there's no ice physics, but the snow mountain levels in Donkey Kong Country 1, and this has a little bit of that vibe going on. Oh, what are you? Who are you trying to prove yourself to? Huh? Get the hell out of here, you pieces of shit. 3 pieces of shit. We gotta get them all, don't we? So dumb. Oh no, you just gotta find the coin. So you're telling me we could have done that pacifist. Pacifist style. Hey, you know what they say? Puff-a-fist, pacifist. What? Hello, is it time yet? Hello, is it you? Puff-a-fist, pacifist. Multi-pacifist. Multi-pacifist. Huh? Skitter's row completed. I read that as Murray Mill. It's Murky Mill, but this is Bill Murray's. This is where Bill Murray's been all these years. He's been hanging out here. I mean, at least turn the lights on. And sweep up. Don't bogart that third. Oh. Oh, it only works on barrels. Pretty cool atmosphere for a Super Nintendo game. Oh, we needed him. We needed him. Can't handle the rats. Just another day in the Rat Riot. Now that is a band name. Rat Riot. And they could have an album called Squirmin' Vermin by Rat Riot. Vermin's Hermits. Just such a weird reference to like an odd 60s band that nobody even gives a shit about anymore. Why not? It's perfect. Oh, you're an elephant, not a pig. Stop squealing. Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that to me. Whoa, jeez. Hey, you know what? That worked. Pretty cool. That was a pretty cool little moment where you gotta use the elephant's trunk. Ellie the elephant coming in handy. Oh, no way. Are you ratting those riots? One sec. I'm gonna be right back. Switch the music up. We have 33 lives, folks. We paused and all of a sudden it's music from Contra 3 and Super Castlevania 4. Okay, you can hear me, see me, and I'm back. Hey. Hey. Can I see you or hear you? Not at the moment, but when you're streaming, I can sometimes hear you. But no, we'd never see you. God damn it. Yes. I'll take it. Now the question is, did we get all the things that we need? Did we find... No, we didn't find all of them, so we're missing something. Well, we've done a decent amount of progress. Let's actually just go save. We got our two banana birds here. Sure, she won't mind us saving while she's sleeping. Oh, once you do it once, you just can't? That's dumb. More crystals. I'd play a game that just looked just like that crystal minigame. Like, if you just went from cave to cave and you had to solve puzzles using quartz crystals. Not the same mechanics as that minigame, but just visually take that aesthetic and then make it like, so you have to like place quartz crystals in certain places. And they have to react with each other. That'd be really neat. Well, lots of good ideas for games, if anyone knows how to make them. If there's any programmers out there, I do tons of sound design and music, so I'm 100% down to conceptualize and like actually just make a game. That'd be pretty cool. Yo, I was talking about that. We were talking about completing this game. We were mentioning how you have 100% or 105%, whatever the max is in this game. Welcome in. Lots of memories of this one back in the old days. Yeah, we're doing part 3 of our threequels. So yesterday was Mario 3 on Game Boy Advance, day before it was Sonic 3, and today is DKC3. And I'm actually trying, so far, all the levels up to this point, we have fully completed with the exclamation mark. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I love the soundtrack. The levels are fun. Yeah, I mean, I really like this one, but I still like Donkey Kong Country 1 better than this, and Donkey Kong Country 2 better than that. But it's not by that much of a margin. Oh, hello. You think they're all awesome. Nice. No, you have to pick a favorite. I love you all equally, children. Kong children. I'll turn this Kong around. I brought you into this Kong, and I'll take you out of this Kong. I could take you out of it just as easily as I brought you into it. Oh, we didn't get this guy yet. Come on. Of course we didn't complete this. I remember this. We flubbed it. If you hold up on the D-pad, you can throw them straight up. Oh, even as the elephant, as Ellie? That was pretty funny how that guy got taken out really slowly. You tell me to throw this straight up. You telling me straight up. Whoop, thank you. Whoop. You did that one already. Nice, might as well get another bear coin out of it. So I think this should be a full completion for Murray Mill. Bill Murray Mill. We did it. Skidder's Row, we did it. Tidal Trouble, we did it. So yeah, we're on the right path. I'm not sure why there are tiny yellow flags. Oh, is that what the yellow flag signifies? It's a DK coin. And then the exclamation mark signifies the bonus rooms. And then the color of the flag, whether it's pink or blue, signifies whether you beat it with Dixie or Kitty. Yeah, totally, I see it. I gotta go back. It's one of my favorite levels. Let's do it. I didn't try to 100% complete DKC 1 or 2, and we beat this one before on stream, but why not have some fun with it and try to go for it? We gotta go back to the future. I want a futuristic Kong. Is there a futuristic Kong in the Kong family? Kong 2.0? Metaverse Kong? Oh no, my bananahorde.exe has been downloaded as an NFT and sold at a ridiculous price. I better log into the metaverse as my Kong Sona. Mark Zucker Kong. McFly McKong. Think, McKong, think. Cable Kong. Yes. I love it. Someone needs to draw that. Now there are some obscure Kongs out there. I mean, you've got a bunch from the Donkey Kong Country animated series. You've got all the ones that appear in the DKC games. But you've also, like, including playable characters and side characters. But you also have the other DKC characters, or the other Donkey Kong Country, sorry, Donkey Kong 64 characters is what I'm trying to say. The ones you can, you know, hear all about in the DK rap. But there's a ton of them. There are Kongs exclusive to Nintendo Power Comics. There are Kongs exclusive to the Konga Bonga and DK Jungle Swing, or whatever it's not Konga Bonga, what's it called? The like DK rhythm games. It's Jungle Beat, which was like a platformer rhythm game that required you to use bongos. I'm trying to remember the other one. Those games have unique characters, unique Kongs throughout them. There's too many of them. I just want someone to edit the scene of Back to the Future where the fax machine prints out "you're fired" in every room, but instead it prints out Donkey Kong's face. You take it back. A futuristic Kong must be named Flux. Flux Kong. The Flux Kong Ambassador. Once this ditty reaches 88 bananas per hour, we're gonna see some serious shit. What's up? What's up, Penny? No, you're the nerd. Yep, we're playing as Tails right now, so we can fly. And then we can actually, on the fly, swap to Sonic, where we can roll. We're blue, we're doopy. Doofy is what I meant to say. We're blue, we're doofy, and we can roll, so we're basically Sonic. And then here, we've got the tail, and we can fly, so we're basically Tails. You're microdosing some mental stability by making a big pot of chicken soup. Nice. Delicious. We are playing some Donkey Kong Country 3, and I'm trying to 100% it. 105% it. It's the last game of our threequel weekend. Microdosing that chicken soup. Microdosing. Does that mean you just have like a little bit of broth, one noodle, and a string of chicken? Ooh, the soup also has potato, corn, and black bean, and pesto and cheese. Yum. Yo, did you hear I released a new track on the 2023 grocery store sampler? You didn't hear it yet? You didn't hear it yet? The song's called The Tiny Spoonful of Soup is for my worm girlfriend. Oh shit. That's so crazy. How did you know? You must have heard it then. How did you know the name of that song? You think you may play Donkey Kong Country 3 in your elder years. When it first released, you remember not enjoying the exploratory nature of the map navigation, but you could have easily been judgmental. Not liking the shift and wanting more of the same. I gotcha. It's, so I was saying recently, somebody made a mod of it where you can even, it opens it up even more. You can actually walk to any level you want, but it's pretty linear if you think about it. There's just some little secrets here and there, so far from my experience. I recommend checking it out though, it's a lot of fun. You've always been pretty bad at platformers, so you just watch 3 outplay them. I want a Donkey Kong Country RPG. With the amount of Kongs from the DKC games and Donkey Kong 64 alone, it'd 100% be worth it. I feel like I'm missing the DK coins somewhere. That's why we're back in this level to begin with. A Donkey Kong RPG would be great because they all have like different tech. You could easily give them all different classes. I think it'd be awesome. So much to pull from. Donkey Kong Shut Up and Jam Gaiden and Knuckles. If Mario got an RPG, let alone many RPGs, Donkey Kong RPG could be pretty rad, especially if they went sword and sorcery. What if it was like Gauntlet? It was a gauntlet like Konglet. Konglet Legends. Did you know that Konglet is canon, but Konglet Legends isn't canon? Konglet 2.0 is canon, but they just recently released in the Konglet, the History of Congo Bongo booklet this year, earlier, something that disproved the whole theory. We can no longer say that Konglet Legends 2 and 3 is canon. Dixie's hair should stun enemies. Oh, yep. 100%. That would be awesome. Donkey Kong, when he shoots you with his coconut gun, it's gonna hurt, so that'll give you some extra bonus damage there. What did I have for dinner? I don't eat. No, I didn't eat dinner yet. But at the end of my shift, or like on lunch, I took a late lunch. I ended up going to McDonald's and getting a burger. Not sponsored. Donkey Kong Country RPG, where everything goes bananas. Okay, let's try this. You also had McDonald's today? Nice. We got what we came for, so we're good to go. Seriously though, I would 100% play. I would 105% play a Donkey Kong Country RPG. So this isn't really like open world, but when I did explore and swim around, I just came over here and then interacted with this shore, and Smuggler's Cove opened up, Directional Joy, and then that was pretty much it. I kind of expected some more secrets. We got a banana bird here at Barnacle's Island. So there's a bunch of like bears that are, I guess, related on this island and throughout the game, where you can like trade them items and stuff like that. Also, can we get a shout out for Directional Joy and also Henny Black? What's next? Swanky Sideshow. So this has always been funny because to me, Swanky Kong is basically just Donkey Kong in a hat, and I feel like it's just him living out his alternate persona. And even though we're trying to specifically save Donkey Kong in this, and same with Donkey Kong Country 2, I feel like the entire time it was just a hoax. He wasn't kidnapped, and he was just living his life as Swanky, and he just had to use it as an excuse, because they weren't gonna let him live his life as Swanky. They're like, DK, you're not Swanky at all, and he's like, I'm the swankiest inside. Yeah, I got kidnapped. That's it. That's the story. Ooh, 4 days ago you bought a Nook tablet. What is a Nook tablet? Like Tom Nook? What was it, like 45 million bells and you have to work to pay it off? What the hell is a Nook tablet? You bought it for $35 and spent another $50 on SD card and SD card reader. Oh, it's an e-reader for books specifically. Interesting. Oh, that's a way better deal than 45 million bells and working it off. 35 bucks and plus 50? Deal and a half. Last night the battery pillowed. What? What do you mean by pillowed? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Like it's swelled up? Directional Joy says Funky Kong would have you covered with the airship aspect. Totally, absolutely. You wouldn't get Funky Kong till later on. He'd be like the Sid of the Donkey Kong Country RPG. Maybe you start with a surfboard, but then it gets upgraded with jets. Yo, that would be amazing. That's a cool idea. Then it gets really funky. I like it. Love this kind of stuff. Okay, so the lithium-ion battery on your e-reader swelled and warped the screen. So in that kind of a situation, they can blow up. Totally. Or the battery swells up. It's kind of hazardous. You can't dispose it in the normal trash because of fire risk. Wow. Damn. So was it just something that was super old? Like, did the person just sell you like a bunk e-reader? You had to drown it in a Pyrex dish in the yard. I don't even know how you'd go about that. $85 for a tablet you get to throw away. Yeah, it was like an 8-year-old device. Shit. That sucks. Are you just supposed to... What is this? Just a quick mini game. Wow, we got cranked. We got straight cranked into a chump. Oh! Nope. No, buddy, get out of here. Get cranked. Take it to the fridge, Cranky. Ah. No. Oh. Yes! With enough safe state manipulation, you can win anything. Yeah, that totally sucks. It's really terrible. Because, like, what a waste. And then you have to deal with that disposal. I've never dealt with that. Did you just have to Google how to do that? I've never had to get rid of it, something like that. Also, it looks like Paris Hilton is watching us right now. That's hot. I can't get the idea of a DK RPG out of my head now. Thanks. The only thing I see as a potential issue is a lack of diversity in character designs. I'm used to RPGs having a variety of characters appearance-wise. Well, you'd have one character that could summon animal buddies, for sure. Like, who would be the wizard, you know? Who would be the one with the spells? I'm thinking, like, tiny or lanky, maybe? Maybe King K. Rool becomes a partner like Bowser in Mario RPGs. Or maybe like the Kremling with the helmet. I don't know what his name is in the TV show, but pretty interesting. Colonel Clump, I think is his name. It's Belcha time. Oh, sorry. I guess there was another bug in the game. Yeah, I think those are all good ideas. Having King K. Rool join the party in that type of in a DKC RPG. Or having at least a Kremling character controllable. Cranky's the one you're most excited about. He'd put enemies to sleep with his long, drawn-out ramblings. Absolutely, that'd be amazing. So it wouldn't be, it wouldn't be like magic per se, but it would still be like an ability that kind of could be used like a spell. You could just ramble. I like that a lot, actually. Like the original instruction manual. That's a really cool idea. I feel like you could also, it could be more like Final Fantasy VI, or even You know, I always likened Final Fantasy VI to Pulp Fiction in a way, which is kind of weird to say, but just how the characters' stories all happen separately, but they interweave with each other by the end of it all. No, you gotta do this like with finesse, and I'm not doing this with finesse. Nope. Oh, that's bad. Ah, get in there. No, you gotta... There we go. Thank you. Burp. No. Fuck that. Just hard to aim. Random question bouncing off of the whole DKRPG idea. Have I ever done a stream that was more of a brainstorm, where I just go into it with a concept and bounce off of ideas in the chat? That'd be really cool. I would be 100% down to do like a little just talking segment that's just us coming up with ideas. I mean, most of our streams we kind of ramble on and have conversations, cool ideas for video games and stuff like that. But yeah, in my Discord, which I think... Yes, in my Discord we have Game Dev Lab, which is a great spot for that. Great place to do it. And I was thinking about doing some streams where we hang out and like watch or read comics rather, because I've been getting into comics lately, just different types of comics. I've been reading The Amazing Spider-Man from 1963. And I've also been reading the original Osamu Tezuka Astro Boy comics. But I think it'd be really cool to do something like that, like just like a hangout idea brainstorm. I think it'd be really cool to drop these ideas into Game Dev Lab. But yeah, feel free to join. That's exactly the kind of conversation I want to inspire and stuff I want to have happen in that channel. So. And I belong to a couple of comic-focused Discords that have these, like, they have like a weekly reading club, and they just have these like regular get-togethers in voice chat and Discord. So that could be kind of a neat thing. Just to talk about, you know, level design that you like in a game recently that you played, or something about a level design that you don't like. Just to start conversations. So I think we got, since we cleared it, that's it, right? There's nothing else to check out in this world. Let's save, let's definitely save. And I have a feeling there's probably another banana bird in this world, right? Or maybe there's only two. Let's check it out. Is it worth Googling? I don't know. Oh no, your phone's gonna die. Well, thanks for joining. That sucks that happened. I hope you can somehow get an e-reader that works and is not a hazard. And if you're not following Henny, please go follow Henny. Ah, there we go. It tells us. We got our yellow flag and we have the exclamation mark. so we can just move on to Cremwood Forest. How very Robin Hood. This game is very derivative, I would say, of a lot of things, or at least it references a lot of things that I feel like you wouldn't see referenced in DKC 1 or 2. We got the barrel, shield, bust up. What? Whoa, hold on. 5 gift subs coming in from Directional Joy. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Gifting that tier 1 gift sub to Dig Pastroyer, Stegosaurus McCartney, Online Eric, Mighty Collector, and Zombie Paper. Thank you so much. We got some VIPs, some mods in that list. I really, really appreciate that. Wow. Thank you. Enjoy those emotes. They're all... I know that everyone there is going to enjoy those emotes, and I really, really appreciate it. Super nice. Oh, this level is really fun as well. I like the doorway level that we did before, but this one's also near the top of it. Ooh, got those disco moons in the chat. And some of those moons, like the Heart Moon and the Woe Moon emote, they were designed by Bread O Top, who's an awesome pixel artist. So literally how it's spelled, Bread O Top, and you can check them out on Twitter. I'm not sure if they do commissions anymore, but they did some really incredible Sonic-themed emotes for another streamer that were all based on the different characters from the Archie Comics Sonic series, which is a series of comics I collect. I don't collect a whole bunch of them, but I do have a few. I don't collect that many different series, but that's one that if I see an issue of it, I'll try and grab it. Yeah, exactly. Beto Top. So they did some really cool ones, and I asked them to make the 3-Up Moon in a few different forms. I commissioned them to do it in the same style of their Sonic sprites. Happy to spread the love. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Oof. So this was always a tough section for me when I was a kid, because you got to be really precise using those as your shield. And every time I think of or play retro game levels that are like giant trees and you're jumping from branch to branch, I always think of this game, and I think of Wizards and Warriors. If you ever played that on NES, most of the levels are just you jumping from branch to branch. It's a very janky game. In fact, you need to kind of time your jumps so that when you're doing jumps, you're jumping upwards into enemies, because it's more effective to do that than to actually use the attacks that the game has programmed. And funny that we mentioned Wizards and Warriors, it's actually a game developed by Rare, the same company that made the Donkey Kong Country games. Can you imagine if they made Super Nintendo Wizards and Warriors games? I would actually be kind of down with that. I know they made Iron Sword, which was the third one. Wizards and Warriors 3. But they never like went 16-bit with the Wizards and Warriors series. This is like a Zen monkey moment. Leave humanity, return to monk. Whew. Hold on. Is there another secret in here, though? No. Did we miss another? I think we missed a section like that. I have a feeling I did miss it. Wizards and Warriors, yeah. You don't know if the whole soundtrack is fantastic, but a song or two is permanently ingrained in my head. The soundtrack is actually made by David Wise. It's one of the earlier soundtracks that he did for Rare, so before working on the music and sound for this. So maybe this is a nod. You know, it's funny, I think about those two. Maybe this specifically, this level is a nod to Wizards and Warriors. It gives you an idea of what they would have done. See, I knew there was a secret. What am I talking about? It's a skip. It's a friggin' warp. There's 3 of them. I think there's 3 Wizards and Warriors. I never played the second one. The third one is very different. But Wizards and Warriors 1 feels very different to the third one in the same way that like Adventure Island 1 feels different to Adventure Island 3. Or in the same way that Bomberman 1 feels different than Bomberman 2. Sun Chips Harvest Cheddar comes to mind. What's everyone's favorite chip flavor? Yep, that's one of my favorite Sun Chips. They still have those. What's everyone's favorite potato chip? Ooh. I've been really enjoying Hawkins Cheesies lately. Those are really fantastic. I don't know if that counts as a chip, but I've also been really digging just tortilla chips with guac. I've been rocking. My favorite flavor growing up was sour cream and onion. Gotta love those ridges. Yeah, the Sun Chips are basically like magic carpets. B. All about the hard bites. Ooh, the black sea salt. I know what you're talking about. The black pepper and sea salt. That's kettle chips with a mix of pepper and salt. Oh, that's delightful. That's a delightful situation. Keep going. There we go. NFS. Welcome in. Imagine having to play those games without rewinding, so you actually had to take care of what you're doing and not just die every 3 seconds. Yeah, especially back in the day. That's why it was very impressive with Segasaurus McCartney was saying, one of our mods, that this is the first game that they completed as a kid. That's why it was super impressive whenever you heard somebody beating this game back in the day. This, DKC2, even the first one. It is a feat. A microfeat or a microfiche? Well, we're gonna die here anyway, so let's just start it over. If we can. This is the first game ever that you fully completed? Nice. You never completed the other 2. We'll just come back and do it again. Great. You beaten all 3 games and you're 12. Wow. You glad you didn't use any save states or so it was hard, but looking back, a lot of fun. Absolutely. Like, it's the type of game too that when you do die in it, like it's so much fun. Like there's such a good like I guess connection between like the player and the character. Like you feel like all your movements are, you know, your mistakes are kind of yours, and your movements, like when you pull something off, it feels like you did it. So it just, there's some games that just feel janky or disconnected in that way, and these games just have such a good like flow. that it's very satisfying to get through a challenging part in these games. There's a lot of hard games out there where it's not satisfying to get through those sections. What's going on here? Come on. Also, NFS, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Another big shout out to Directional Joy for those gift subs, for the 5 gift subs, and Dusty Corpse 85 for the follow, and LJL for the follow. LJL Chess. You still listen to the underwater level in Donkey Kong Country in the car. Nice. Though you need to be by yourself, others won't appreciate it more than likely. Yeah, it's a pretty fantastic piece of music. I love the water music in this game too as well. Con! Now there's a meme. The way you used to play those games back in the day. They would call it hardcore mode today. Absolutely. And in some situations where you haven't saved yet, or even some harder retro games that didn't even have saves at all, you need to beat it in one session. Just like your parents accidentally turn off the console or unplug the console to vacuum, and you're like, no! Yep, David Wise. Same composer of the Wizards and Warriors series. Even the worst Donkey Kong Country soundtracks are bangers you can still hear today. Absolutely. Yeah, you were mentioning that. If you can find it, see if you can post it in, I think you might have a long time ago, but see if you can post it in Popstar in our Discord. There's a documentary, little mini doc about David Wise as a composer and how the game songs were composed. Obviously, there's a few other people on the team that contributed to the soundtrack. I think there's 3 people total, but David Wise seems to be the most famous name in the mix. I think Evelyn Bean was one of the other ones. Or is it like Evelyn Fisher and someone Bean? I don't know. I gotta find out the actual names. Yeah, you posted someone was doing a Donkey Kong Country medley on piano and just mixed all the best songs together into one. It was really cool. It's the thing, it's composed as just a soundtrack to add atmosphere to a level in, you know, not to downplay the game, but just to a level in a video game. But that music stands the test of time, and people have interpreted it so many times. Pretty great. How ironic that underwater levels from a gameplay standpoint are frowned upon, but yet they have killer music. So I actually love water levels, I have to say. There's not a lot of water levels I don't like. Even in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NES, I know those are like the worst possible ones, in my opinion, with the electric seaweed. But I do really love water levels. The music's great. I think the music has to be great. It has to be really killer because you're going to die a bunch. You're going to have to be spending a lot of time in those levels. I feel like a lot of people don't like water levels in Mario 3, Mario World, Super Mario Bros. 1, but I really enjoy them. It's ice levels I'm not a fan of. That's my main pet peeve. Beanland. Beanland, isn't that, it's the Bean Kingdom. That's from Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Oh, what? Are we expected to actually just stand on the ledge? Wow. That is some stuff. That is some stuff. What? Okay, that is cool. Cool as shit. Sonic levels suck. I will say that. Sonic water levels suck, especially with the intensity of the countdown sound effects for sure. We were playing Sonic 3 on Friday, which was the first threequel that we played, and it reminded me that one of my friends' kids has that intense drowning sound effect, like the as their alarm in the morning. which is wild. I could not start my day like that. Just 4 more. Oh. Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, NES, and Sonic with the intense ones are Directional Joy's least favorites. The ones in Donkey Kong Country with the different colored ropes are awesome. The water levels. What? The music of those Donkey Kong Country ice levels is easily top 5 worthy. Oh, great music. Really, really good music. I really love the ambient kind of vibe of those like wintry mountain levels. What a terrible way to wake up for an adult. Maybe add it as an audio reminder to do your taxes. I need to raise that flag, if you know what I mean. I guess I know what you mean. It's because we failed at the bonus stage earlier. Oh. Hold on. Oh. Damn it. Yeah, I like to do these back in the day. Just without save states. The amount of times you would die. I mean, we've got a lot of lives right now. That is not always the case. Oh. What? We somehow switch sides. Wow. Nope. So the thing with save states sometimes is they mess it up. There we go. It's the watermelon block. It's that watermelon block. Maybe this is an odd observation to make. You dig hearing the button clicks during the stream. It adds to the intensity. Yeah, I'm playing with a, it's plugged in right now, but I'm playing with an 8-bit Do controller, which is a Super Nintendo controller. It's got the Super Famicom, or sorry, the Super Famicom colors, if you can see that, but it also has Nintendo Switch joysticks. I have this. I also have Trying to figure out where I actually have the second one, but I have a, wondering where it's kicking. I have one that's also the purple buttons that's based off the Super Nintendo one, so one Super Nintendo one and one Super Famicom design one. But yeah, it's not intentional, but I just happen to have the mic in front of me, and it gets pretty intense with the controls. But I totally get it. With more AAA games, and they don't feel the same. Oh, nice. Well, I'm glad you dig it. That's awesome. Once you completed the level, you can press start and select to take you back to the overworld. But the question there is, am I gonna lose my item that I picked up, or do you hold on to it? Oh yeah, Hungry Garaya, who's also another Canadian streamer, recently got some press last year for recording the Dreamcast crunches. What are the Dreamcast crunches? Like the sounds that you hear? Is it the sounds that you hear from the controller? I never owned a Dreamcast. And I've actually never used the controller, so I don't know what that would be like. But if I had to choose, in fact, I even was playing Pokemon Legends Arceus with this 8BitDo controller. Like I use it for my Switch games as well. If I had to choose, I think the Super Nintendo would be my favorite controller next to, like I love the GameCube controller, the layout of that. The Xbox one is great, but next to the PS2 controller, because I've always found that super comfortable. But the Super Nintendo one, you know, it takes some getting used to, but playing a modern Pokemon game on a Super Nintendo controller is pretty cool. Oh. Games nowadays are way too easy on the hardest mode. So sure, there should be an easy mode for beginners or less skilled people, but for everyone else it should be challenging, hard, a bit frustrating, I think. You know, you look at games like Celeste, and to me that's intimidating, like to dive into it, but I know that once you kind of get past the idea that, you know, oh, like it's not about running out of lives, you're just going to constantly be dying as you progress in that game. And Horus is a game that Itorama was playing. It's very similar, right? Because you just constantly die. I think it's a totally different, like, I guess, like, setting difficulty for players today is different than setting difficulty for players back in the day, for sure. But I feel like it would be a very difficult task to do, to balance a game, you know? Zombie Paper says, the Dreamcast was infamous for its laser having a crunch sound when reading discs. Oh, literally, like, it's like hearing the your dot matrix printer. I got you. It's the actual console making the crunch. Yes, The Binding of Isaac, super fun game, super challenging. It's basically, if you're a fan of Zelda Dungeons, it's a game that is super challenging. It's different every single time you play it. You can unlock tons of characters and tons of combinations of abilities, but it's like a roguelike dungeon crawler where you go through different levels of Zelda Dungeons. It does have some pretty, I guess, like horror themed and biblical sort of visuals, like gory visuals and horror visuals. So if you're not into that, just a warning. But it's super fun. It's incredibly addictive. It's the kind of game that you just want to get better and better at it. But hey, did we get it? Did we get the flag? No, we didn't. We still missed the DK coin. What? And Daryl, are you saying if I start select out of here, that I'm still gonna, if I collect the DK coin, I can just start select and then get right out of here and take the coin with me? Okay. But yeah, totally. Binding of Isaac is super hard, but a lot of fun as well. Such fond memories of the Dreamcast VMU. You know PlayStation did something similar, but as far as you know, it was Japan only. Oh, I don't know. What's the Dreamcast VMU? I don't know if I've ever heard of it. I know Dreamcast, but that's about it. Yeah, it's cartoony horror. It's got like a cartoony look. Today it feels like we have what feels like 10 difficulty modes, but they aren't that any challenging. I gotcha. Yeah, it's tricky. It's a tricky thing to balance, right? But as a game developer, you gotta know what your audience is like, or who your audience is gonna be. You wish Nintendo dealt with difficulty differently than they do. You agree that they should have an easy mode, but you don't love having the hard stuff be so late game. Yeah, I feel that. And that's the thing too. It's like if you look at it like from a perspective of like a musician, I think it's really hard to curate. For some people, it's really hard to curate like a flow of a set, like a set list. Like what songs are you gonna play? What kind of energy are you gonna bring to the table from this song to this song? And I feel like that's something you got to consider with difficulty as well. And there's like a wave. Like you gotta chart that out with like a live music set, and you gotta do the same thing with difficulty as well, right? Difficulty curve. There's a lot of games where you're playing, and then all of a sudden, a lot of people, I know every one of us can reference a game right now, where you're playing and there's just all of a sudden they crank the difficulty up on this one stage. It gets really hard, or it gets way too hard here, or this is when things get really serious. Like those are moments where I think a game developer makes it a little too glaringly obvious that they were either rushing the curve, or the curve is just not as smooth as you'd think. Kind of looking at it like different waveforms, like in sound or synths. It's a good way to look at it. Oh. So we're looking for our DK coin. And did we just completely pass it? That's what I'm wondering. I feel like we did. It's up here. It's definitely up here. Oh, get out of here. You don't think I have to complete the stage again? Okay. I just gotta find the coin. To be fair, you recognize that Nintendo is always considering the youth as their new audience. But you shouldn't shut them out. I think that Nintendo's great with growing when it comes to their game concepts, but they don't mature with their original audience to the best degree. I feel like they did a good job with Metroid, but you could argue that the first Metroid was, because Metroid Prime was a good way to kind of mature the series, but I feel like the original Metroid, you could argue, or Super Metroid, is like a game not really targeted for kids. It's like, even though it's marketed towards kids, but you know what I mean? Like, where is this freaking thing? I'm pissed. Fitting music is one key point that makes a good game a great one. Absolutely. I'm pissed off. Where's the god dang DK coin? Just tell me. What? Yes. Oh. Yes, okay, cool. So we figured it out. You definitely don't have to complete the stage again. Thank you, Nintendo. Start select is just as crucial to a game with a big overworld like this as a double tap forward dash is in a beat 'em up. Where if you tap forward towards the enemy or in any direction, you double tap, you're gonna get a little bit of a boost or a charge, almost like a Wario, you know, little arm chuck. What do you call it? Arm check. Where he's like body checking you. Arm chuck, what the hell? Maybe Metroid Prime Remastered with the traditional controller is, in itself, in easy mode. You've enjoyed the ride, but find it a breeze compared to the pause and respond gameplay of the GameCube original. Huh. I haven't played it yet. I really love the original. I got it for Christmas the same year that I got Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Played them both that Christmas. It was really fun. So I always associate the two, but I haven't played the original in a while, and I have not played the remake, so did they change it that much? Okay, that was basically just World 2-1, so we're gonna save here. Shh. Kongs, I'm on my last life and breaking my concentration. I love the blatant advertising. Wrinkly Kong is playing Super Mario 64 on her N64 with her gray controller, and you can tell she's just in the hub world. I always thought this was a nice little touch. Just considering that this is an arrangement of Peach's Castle from Super Mario 64 by David Wise, not by Koji Kondo. It's like one nod from one composer to the next. It's quite nice. A lot of that goes on in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. They called in a lot of people to kind of arrange each other's songs. It's kind of nice. It's a nice little sense of collaboration there. No spoilers on Metroid Prime Remastered here. Oh, no worries. You're so glad you grabbed it on the Switch because you remember being annoyed by all the scanning back in the day, but it doesn't faze you one bit now. Funny how we can react differently to things with time. Absolutely. Perspective, right? I talk about this all the time when I play RPGs, and we've done, you know, Final Fantasy IX on the channel. We dabbled in a little bit of you know, some randomizer versions of Earthbound. Play a lot of Pokemon games, but we dabbled in a little bit of Dragon Warrior 1. And as a kid, I used to hate grinding in those games. Like, I love Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy V. I played both of those on the PS1. Great games. But I used to hate grinding, but I love grinding now. It's funny how, like, it's almost like our gamer palette changes. It matures over time. NFS, I hope they'll announce a 6th Donkey Kong Country soon. I hope so too. I really like what they did with Tropical Freeze in terms of bringing together like a new enemy and new types of enemies with the penguins. It's really smart. There's no reason to not keep designing new characters. Oh, drop those mushroom emotes if you're one of our followers. The honey shrooms from Paper Mario, or whatever mushroom emotes you got. And yeah, NFS, earlier, before you dropped in, we were talking about how I've always wanted to see a Donkey Kong Country RPG. All sorts of really cool ideas there. There's so much to pull from, and if you use the Kongs as playable characters, you could have Lanky Kong be a wizard. Directional Joy was saying, you know, Cranky could ramble on and have long conversations and put enemies to sleep. But I've never seen, a Donkey Kong Country RPG. I'd love to see these characters again. You could give, you know, all the weapons to, and the same movesets that they've got in Donkey Kong 64. You could give like the coconut gun and the peanut pop gun. Bring the bosses back, and even you know, maybe bring King K. Rool into the team, or a Kremling like Colonel Clump as a playable character. Let's try that again. You skipped DK64 because you never had an N64. Oh, no way. I think that's definitely worth checking out if you haven't played it. Are you a fan of Banjo-Kazooie or Banjo-Tooie at all? Or Mario 64? It uses the same engine as Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time. There are some really difficult aspects of Donkey Kong 64. I've considered playing it on stream as well. But there's some really difficult aspects that make it tough. But yeah, it's not really like this, and if you are into 3D platformers, then I recommend checking it out. If you're into, you know, if you're into 3D platformers, or if you're into Mario 64, I think you'd probably like it. Okay, this level is, you feel inclined to give me a tip. This level's a race. You need to beat the record in order to gain the prize from the bear in the cabin. Also, a swarm of flies is following you. Oh, is it now? I hadn't even noticed. You can't, like, do the forward roll like Diddy. It's not, I mean, I guess this is fast. It's not really that fast, though. You know what I mean? I feel like you can do, like, the cartwheel as Diddy Kong in the other games. Oh, shit. We can do it. Oh. Woo. Dixie can kind of do it, but you need more enemies than Diddy. more friends like these, then who needs more enemies than Diddy? Like you. Huh? What? Also, you can somersault most enemies and they die. Everyone's always somersaulting, but no one's ever summer peppering. Oh my. Nope. Ooh. That was wild. Summer Pepper's Lonely Heart Salt Band. I hope you will enjoy the cog. There's no way. Nope. Skipped from Super Nintendo to Switch and eventually played Returns at a friend's place. Nice. Did you play Returns on the Switch or was it on the Wii U? Oh, come on. Just. I know it's a race, but get out of my face. Wow. We did it, but are we missing something there? It's a very lackluster flag. Hold the run button. What's the run button? Huge facepalm. The same button like in Mario, Luigi. If you don't have access to a Nintendo console, which is unlikely, I assume, if you're watching this, I strongly recommend Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. Ooh, didn't you play that recently? Daryl, we were talking about that? Do Mario. I think you were talking about that one, right? Because so there's Yooka-Laylee, there's the first one, which is this 3D platformer, and then Yooka-Laylee in the Impossible Lair is a 2D platformer. I think you can get it on Steam as well, too. But I guess, yeah, it'd be available on Switch. It'd probably be perfect for the Switch. The Mario from Vampire Survivors. Nice. So, is this a lackluster flag because we need to go get a DK coin here, or can we just move on? Please don't tell me there's a DK coin. Oh, so you're telling me I have to get one here? Oh. What are you doing? Where's my DK coin? Oh, you know what? It's probably right there. How do we do that, though? Oh, no way. Okay. No, you can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. It's dumb. That's a dumb idea. Oh, yeah. A firm, tall, standing flag is because you completed both of the bonuses. So are you telling me that the flag I said was lackluster is a firm, tall, standing flag? Or are you agreeing with my lackluster assessment? My lackluster vexillological assessment of that flag. I love that you can hit it anytime, oddly enough, like hitting Ganon in Breath of the Wild. On this channel, you can hit it anytime. We played it on a Wii in the Sylvester night from 2021 to 2022 because there was nothing else to do. Fireworks were banned and there was no good party around to go to. Nice. And so on the Wii, it first came out on the Wii, right? And then it was re-released later on. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with Donkey Kong Country Returns the first time I played it. It's different. Like, as soon as I wrap my head around the fact that, you know what, we're just kind of going into a new trilogy of games, just telling the story, it's obviously inspired by it. Inspired by the first three, but I had to go in and realize, you know, it's not going to feel like these. And I think there is a Donkey Kong Country 4 ROM hack of one of these early ones. Where's my DK coin? Where's my DK coin? For real. Oh, it's up here. Come on. Nope. Sure. Ooh. Yes, please. Whew. Yeah, I really enjoyed Donkey Kong Country Returns when it came out. And Tropical Freeze. But I'm not sure, they were developed by Retro Studios, right? Who made the Metroid Prime games. Right? Or am I wrong? Did you know, right? Or, wait, huh? Excuse me. You didn't double check that? Wait, you didn't? Oh my, you didn't double check it. Okay, we'll be right back. Vexillological hype. Wave your flags in the air, man. Shout out to Digino Gaming. Go check out their channel. Their YouTubes. I've learned a ton of stuff on their channel, and that's one thing that you now know. Ooh. I'm just curious about how we... Yeah, you can't unless... I also learn a lot on Super Mario Broth. I don't know if you've seen that Tumblr, Twitter, website, Super Mario Broth. They don't have a Twitch. In fact, that's where I learned about the weird elephant thing you could do when you throw Kitty, roll him in a ball, and then you can sort of balance him on the ball. But I haven't actually pulled that off. Good God, hit it and quit it. Exactly. Most serious of questions. What would the box art be showing my age for your fantasy? Ooh, for the fantasy Donkey Kong Country RPG. Well, first off, we have an AI toolbox channel, so we should definitely try and put that into an AI text-to-image generator and see. But yeah, Donkey Kong Country RPG. The box art would have to be drawn by Yoshitaka Amano, who's done all the original concept art and the logo design and often the cover art for Final Fantasy games. That would be great. Or get Akira Toriyama to Dragon Questify it up, Donkey Kong characters. NFS says, would have been nice if they would have put out a 6th Donkey Kong Country by now, but sadly there's not even any information if we get a new DKC. They've ported Tropical Freeze to Switch, but that's it. Well, if it made a lot of money, that'll at least solidify them doing it. And I know that the Donkey Kong, Mario and DK, like Rabbids games, the Sparks of Joy game and stuff, they did a lot. Like they sold really well and made a lot of money. So I feel like those two things might be like signals to Nintendo that we should do another one, but I think probably wouldn't be done by the same studio, because I don't think that Retro Studio is still together. I don't know. Kiddy Kong would definitely be a brute in the RPG. Imagine him holding explosive barrels, but you'd have to waste a turn, so another character would call out where to aim. Ooh, interesting. Another character calls out where to aim in the battle because he's a baby, so he wouldn't necessarily know, but he could throw. He could huck the explosive barrel. It'd be a balance of strength. That's interesting, because then you would have, because Chunky Kong would be like a total brute as well, but would be more like a defensive wall. I still love the idea of Lanky Kong being a wizard, like being able to cast spells somehow. And maybe he's the one that can summon animal buddies. Oh yeah, Donkey. Did you know gaming? Their small fledgling channel really needs some love. I mean, a measly 2 million subscribers. Come on. Wake up, people. Wake up. Where's your god now? If Kiddy Kong is Sonic, if Sonic is the brute, then that would make Chunky. What would make Chunky Kong? Well, I think they would both be brutes. They would just be brutes in different ways. You'd have Kiddy Kong as the brute, and then at 2, brute. At 2, and you. And you, brute. You just point at Chunky Kong. Yo, Brute, my buddy Brute here, he wants to know how many you ate. How many of these you ate? Huh? This is my cookie jar. These are my cookies. How many of these you ate? My buddy Brute wants to know. 2? Hey, Brute. You had 2, Brute. Elder vibe. Wrinkly Kong? Yeah, Wrinkly Kong would. Oh, yeah, Wrinkly Kong could totally be the animal buddy summoner for sure. I mean, she had she had the banana birds hanging out with her. What? How? That is an interesting situation with the hitboxes here. Come on. Doesn't even matter because we did this already. Imagine a grown Kiddy Kong, because the character's almost 30 soon. Well, I always thought that Kiddy Kong grew up to be Chunky Kong. Now, how does that float your boat? I always thought they were one and the same. Maybe you could have them, you could have an adult and younger character. You could turn them into one character for the RPG. What was the female Kong in Donkey Kong 64 called? She was called Tiny Kong. It wasn't Dixie, but she looked pretty similar. Yeah, she had like a toque, different hair, and she could shrink. She's pretty fun to use in Donkey Kong 64. Does anyone remember the mustached Kong from the TV series with the greasy, slicked hair? That's Buster Kong, and apparently he has an alter ego. That's like a really awful design. It's almost like him as a superhero kind of thing from one of the episodes of the Donkey Kong Country animated series. So you could absolutely have... I think it's Lester Kong. You could absolutely have him as kind of like the joke character. He'd be like the Dan of Street Fighter. The character that's in there just as a joke. Cannon fodder. What if Chunky showed up later in the game and then showed Kiddy the ropes? So you didn't have the skip turn sacrifice, so maybe double up on damage. Oh, yo, that'd be a really cool idea. So he's just like actually not playable, but he's sort of like a mentor. He's like a Piccolo. Helps Kiddy unlock his full potential. Eventually, Kiddy becomes Mystic Kiddy and then gives up their ability to Super Saiyan. And because Kiddy is Sonic, it's all just one universe. Cannon Fodder was a game on PlayStation, but it was just sprites. It was also on Super Nintendo. I think maybe even Genesis. But it was like a Command and Conquer style, a real-time strategy game, or kind of like a Warcraft 2. Yeah, they could do so much. There's tons of stuff they could do. That's why I've always thought about this. Like, I've always wanted to see if there's any game. Like, I'd love to see a Kirby RPG too, like a full-on RPG. But if there's any game series that I could pick to see an RPG first, it would definitely be the Donkey Kong series. Oh, it's right there. Okay, how do we get up there? There's got to be a way. I'm not clowning around. Do we gotta go this way? Cannon Spike is the one that you're thinking of? Oh, wow. Okay, I know. No? Whoa. How would we get up there? You know what I mean? How do we get up there? God damn it. Oh. No way. We just have to build up the speed. We have to build up the speed. Bro, look at the chat. I view Lester as the scapegoat. No, it's I think it's Buster Kong, and then he has an alter ego called Luster Kong. When things get too heavy and you need to bail on a battle, you can just send him out as a sacrifice. Yeah, like a substitute. Buster makes him feel good. You wonder if Cranky will eventually die at some point. Oh, psh. There's the beginning of Donkey Kong Country 6. Oof. No, Cranky would have to be our Aerith. The big moment where a character dies, or our Goofy. Oops, spoilers. If you haven't played Kingdom Hearts. An extremely goofy spoiler. An extremely goofy oopsie. Whoops. What do you mean if I know what I mean? What are you talking about? You gotta use Kitty and somersault off the water. Just yelling at the screen. A dead Cranky would be a crazy start for the new game. Jeez. It's just like, it would be such, like, where do you go from there? And who's doing what? And what kind of game is it? I mean, you could throw that into the RPG. That could be part of the through line. That's what I'm saying. Throw it into the RPG like halfway through or 3/4 in. On disc 3, right before disc 3 is over, and it's like switch over to disc 4. There's like a Cranky moment, and you're like, ugh. He really did take it to the fridge this time. And then unplug the fridge. I never played Donkey Kong 64, so Chunky's in your blinders. But if... I think, yeah, it is available on Wii U. I would 100% try and get it on the eShop while you can, because I think it's what, at the end of this month that it's going away or something like that. I would definitely get it, because I've heard good things about the Wii U port of Donkey Kong 64, and that they improve on a few things. And I watched the Completionist stream the Wii U version recently in the New Game Plus series that he's been doing. That's one reason to be Cranky. It would be an FPS. I love it. Hey, there was FPS elements, and there are throughout Donkey Kong 64 for sure. Yes. Completionist, incredible Twitch channel over there, awesome YouTube channel. I've been watching for over 10 years. I've been following that channel, and one of the main inspirations for me wanting to get into streaming was Vinesauce, the Completionist, and also Northern Lion, who's another Canadian Binding of Isaac YouTuber. Oh, do I want to go back and do it? I got to. Is there a... yeah, there is a DK thing. Okay, so how do you somersault off the water? You just have to... oh, well, then we die. I would totally choose Cranky as a starter Pokemon. Oh man, Crankazard? Crankmeleon would be pretty cool. I could picture it right now, but Crankazard? Holy shit. OP. Aw, oh, man, you're using a Crankazard. Fuck. Yeah, I got a holographic Crankazard. What have you? You just somersault and you jump as you hit the water. You can do a few jumps. What? Oh, this is what Iterama was talking about. You've seen people... oh, whoa. Seen people like skip along the water. Oh, holy crap. You're like, oh, you just do this. And it's like, yeah, just. Fuck. Oh. Oh. You gotta go. You got work tomorrow. As do I. Thank you so much for the 5 gift subs again. I really appreciate it. I know that the people who receive them will really appreciate it. And do really appreciate it. Oh. We boofed it. We boofed it by losing Kitty. We might have to go back. Have a great night. Take care. And yeah, welcome into the Discord. Yeah, we have lots of different channels that talk about game dev stuff, like Game Dev Lab, chat about comics that we're reading, and sometimes I do Saturday morning cartoon style streams over there, so feel free. You boofed it, if I know what you mean. If you do, here, I'll boof it right now. Boof was the female lead in Teen Wolf. What? I remember Teen Wolf. Remember Teen Wolf 2? Jason Bateman as the wolf, replacing Michael J. Fox. Teen Wolf 2, exclusively produced by Jason Bateman's dad. Oh, sorry. Something in the back of my throat. NFS, you also have to go. You need to be at work at 6 a.m. So in about 15 minutes, we'll have a great shift. Take care. Thank you so much for the follow as well. And feel free to join the Discord if you like. I stream every day, usually around 5 p.m. Pacific. And on Wednesdays and Thursdays, I stream from 10 a.m. Pacific. Take care. Oh, wow. Yeah, we don't need Dixie holding us back. As soon as I said that. You can move real fast with Kitty Kong here. Underwater, especially. Yeah, what was it? What? Jump and then jump when you hit the water is what you're saying. Whoa. Whoa. Nope. No? What? What are you talking about? Whoa! I'm trying to do it, but the save state that I have here is like pretty bunked. Yeah, it's pretty bunked. Like sometimes when you do a save state, like it's not actually letting us hit the button. I have to hit it like 3 times before it registers the button. It's stupid. There we go. Oh. Oh. Great. Vexillological situation has been solved. I think. Right? Because this has an exclamation mark, barrel shield bust up. Please have an exclamation mark. Oh no, we're still missing something. We're still missing another friggin'... We're missing one of the bonus things. We did one bonus stage, but we were missing another one. It sucks. have no idea where it's going to be. It's actually a vexillological quest. Is there a way to start the level over? I don't think so. You can't bypass the... I don't think you can bypass the checkpoint. Unless you die? I don't know. That doesn't make sense. Because then the checkpoint's pointless. I guess I can just go backwards. Oh, it there. It there. Wait, okay, I'll just hang out in this pool. What do I do? Where do I go? Do I go right? Do I go left? Do I go left? Is it up there? Maybe it's over here. Right before the checkpoint. So up there? What? Fuck off. Oh. Doesn't look like it. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. Ooh, something, something, Cat Stevens. Wrote the song. I'm not playing so good. Ooh, something, something, Donkey Kong Country would. Seems like it's something like that, though, further back. Maybe. If you're gonna put all the quest in on Kitty. Kitty Kong. Just exploring at this point. That's true, that's true. I might have to call it soon, though, and then we'll continue this. Yes, it won't be part of the 33 1/3 celebration. But if I call it in 2 minutes, we can end this stream on 3 hours and 33 minutes, which would be pretty funny. And if we save, that'll be fine. But I might, the time doesn't even matter. Oh no, not for the race. This is beyond celebration. No, I'm definitely gonna keep playing this, and we're gonna keep doing this from Riverside Race. This will be where we continue in the next stream. I'm gonna be live tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific. So you can catch me here, as usual, on twitch.tv/3up_moon. Thank you so much again to Directional Joy for the gifted community subs, the tier 1 subs, to Stegosaurus McCartney, Dig Destroyer, Online Eric, Mighty Collector, Zombie Paper, NFS 0007, thank you so much for the follow, Dusty Corpse 85 for the follow, and LJL Chess for the follow. And thank you to Agent Franny for the recent raid. I'm going to be putting this in a playlist with our Donkey Kong Country full playthroughs, and I will see you with Riverside Race tomorrow. Stick around, we'll do a, this is some Vendetta type shit. I love that. I'll see you tomorrow for some Vendetta type shit. Stick around, we're going to raid somebody. I just need somebody to raid. Ooh, I need somebody to raid. We're gonna raid Online Eric, who specifically just got gifted a gift sub, so I think that's perfect. And ironically, Eric is online. I'll see you in the Discord for the evening. I'll see you in Online Eric's chat, and I will see you in the next part if you're watching on YouTube. Thank you so much to all the people who support the channel and show up on the regular. Bye bye.